Let's check out second problem. The boys and girls soccer club are trying to raise money for new uniforms. The boys soccer club is selling cars for $2 per piece, and the girls soccer club is selling candles for $4. They must raise more than $800. The girls expect to sell at least 100 candles. Write a system of inequalities to model the situation. Graph both inequalities and shade the intersection. Let's start by identifying the variables. Let X be equal to number of cars they are selling, and let Y be equal to number of candles they are selling. Okay, so identification part is okay. Now we have to write two equations. One number equation, one cost equation, or value equation. Now we know that each car they are selling is $2, so 2x plus, and each candle they are selling is $4, so 4y. And we know that they want to raise more than $800, so more than is greater than $800. And another constraint is the girls expect to sell at least 100 candles. Candle is the y variable, and at least 100 candle means greater than or equal to 100, because can be more than 100, can be equal to 100, but cannot be less than 100. Our identification part is also okay. Now we are going to graph these two equations. Y is greater than 100. Just let's scale before that. Our x-axis is cars, label it, and our y-axis the candles. After you labeled, the scaling can go 20 by 20 because we need at least 100. So 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220. Y-axis is going 20 by 20. Let x-axis go 20 by 20 as well. They don't have to go to same scaling, but we can now do same scaling here. 120, 140, 160, 180, and 200, 220, 240. We're going to graph y is greater than or equal to $100. So this is going to be a solid line, and this is going to be a dotted line because this is not inclusive, this is inclusive. Now I'm going to go to 100 and make a horizontal line because y equals to some value is a horizontal line. After we made a line on y-axis, our constant is 100. Now we're going to shade above this line because it says greater than or equal to. So now we're going to shade above this line. So anything above this line satisfies that constraint. So roughly just make lines, shade it. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to solve for the second equation. Here we're going to solve for y. We have 2x plus 4y is greater than 800. Let's subtract 2x on both sides. So y is greater than negative 2x plus 800. Now divide everything by 4. So you get y is greater than negative 1/2 x plus 800 divided by 4 is 200. Now we can graph this. Our y-intercept is 200. We can go to 200 on the y-axis. That's our y-intercept. And our slope is negative 1/2. That means 1 down, 2 right. 1 down, 2 right. 1 down, 2 right. 1 down, 2 right. One down, two right. One down, two right. Okay, and it goes so on. Now we can make a straight line here. Now we're going to shade above this line, and this is going to be a dotted line. Okay, let's make a dotted line here. And we're going to shade above this line. So double shaded zone is here. This is our feasible region or solution set. So any combinations of the dots here in this zone is solving the problem or satisfying both equations. So let's say this dot here, for example, 20, 200. That means what? If they sell 20 cars and 200 candles, they reach their goal of above $800 and at least 100 candles. Or, for example, this dot, any dot in the zone, but not on the line, because this line is not inclusive. So here is the critical question. What's the maximum number of candles and cars they can sell? So it's infinite because it goes above. We have no restriction above, on the above. So what's the minimum number of candles and cars they can sell? So you're gonna go below side. You're gonna go this line where x is like almost 0. Okay, let's check question number 3. You can work at most 25 hours next week. You need to earn at least $85 to cover your gas and food expenses. Your babysitting job pays $7.50 per hour, and your math tutoring job pays $6 per hour. Write a system of linear inequalities to model the situation and then solve. Let's identify the variables first. Let x be equal to babysitting job, and let y be equal to math tutoring job. Okay, our identification is good. Now we need to write one number equation and one cost or value equation. So here, babysitting pays $7.50. $7.50 X. And math tutoring pays $6, 6Y. And you need to earn at least $85. That means greater than or equal to 85. Can be equal to 85. Anything above 85 is good. Anything below 85 is not accepted because at least $85. And you can work at most 25 hours. That means X plus Y, the babysitting hours and math tutoring hours cannot be exceeding 25. So at most 25, less than or equal to 25. Can be 25, but cannot be 26. Can be less than 25. Now let's graph. Just before that, let's label and then scale. So babysitting job is the x-axis and math tutoring job is the y-axis. X plus y is less than 25. Let's solve for y here. Subtract x on both sides. So y-intercept is 25. So let's go 5 by 5. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So we're going to start from 25, our y-intercept, and our slope is -1. That means one down, one right, one down, one right. And connect this dot. And it's going to be solid line because 25 is inclusive. Now we're going to shade below this line because it says less than. Our second line is 7.5x plus 6y is greater than or equal to 85. Here, subtract 7.5 on both sides. Negative 7.5x plus 85. Now divide everything by 6. So what you get is y is greater than or equal to. Now we can use the calculator here. 7.5 divided by 6 is 1.25. So we have negative 1.25x plus 85 divided by 6. Using the calculator, it's giving me 14.6666, like repeating. So my y-intercept here is 14.6, which is almost 14 and a half, not 15, somewhere here. And our slope is 1.25, so negative. Negative 1.25 you can express as if we say negative 1.25 over 1 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, so you get 5 and then 4. Negative 5 over 4, the same, equal fraction. So starting from our y-intercept, 5 down, 4 right, 5 down, 4 right. So this is because of our scaling, this is not going to be super easy. Our x-intercept here, you can just directly find x-intercept and connect with the y-intercept. That's going to be easier. So x-intercept is found when y is equal to 0. And if you plug here y0, then this is negative. Add 1.25 on each side. And then divide by 1.25. Again, using the calculator, 14.6 divided by 1.25, 11.68. So if you scale like 5 by 5, so 11.68 is somewhere here. It's again up to your scaling. You can scale either like smaller numbers or bigger numbers and then connect it. And it's going to be solid line because inclusive. And here we're going to shade above this line. Let me use different color. So our double shaded region is in between. So that's our feasible region or solution set. Here, any combination of the dots here are the solution, inclusive the lines on the dot. Again, depending on your scaling, you can interpret the coordinates of the points. For example, this point is 15, comma 5. Even though your y-intercept is some decimal number and x-intercept is decimal number, the points are on the clear grids. For example, this is 15, comma 5. This is 0, comma 20. So any combinations of these dots are okay. This is 15, comma 10. So what's the maximum money that she can make is 0, comma 25. I think from this point she can make the maximum amount of money because if you plug in 7.5 times 0 plus 6 times 25, that gives you 0 plus $150. So $150 is the maximum money she can make by just tutoring math 25 hours and 0 hours babysitting.